Christmas once again, and I am joined by a bunch of creators. We're going to answer the question, what's our favorite tech product of the year? I'm not really sure if mine really counts as made this year. This is the Leluka smartwatch. Yes, this is actually a smartwatch. I got it this year, and honestly, it's really, really awesome. I think the software is a bit janky. It is kind of oldish looking. I'll have my review on Mr. Smartwatch sometime in January of this watch, but I think that for something that I just got to test out, this does look like your normal watch. A lot of people actually have mistaken it for a Rolex. That's my favorite tech product of the year. So I have other guests that want to share their parts. So let's see what they have to say.
My favorite tech of the year has to absolutely go towards the AirPods Pro 2. They didn't get a price hike, so much better than we expected, features that we didn't think would be there, sound quality amazing, better battery life, love the volume adjustment and everything. So knock out of the park, in my opinion, the best tech product of the year. However, we did for the first time get the term Ultra on some Apple Watches, so I know you're the smartwatch guy. I also have to admit that the Apple Watch Ultra was probably one of the coolest pieces of tech we got this year. And in terms of features, I might give a special honorable mention to the Dynamic Island. We all thought Apple was just gonna have like a basic, boring little camera hole on the front of their phones, but using software, they turned it into a very impressive, very iconic feature that I kind of miss not having on my iPhone 13 Pro Max with its static peninsula. So those three, I think, were the coolest. Sorry if you wanted me to talk about non-Apple products, but look at my background, I have to. So thank you for having me on your channel, and I'm looking forward to all the tech we'll see next year.
Hey there, I hope all of you are having a very merry Techmas. My name's Alex. I'm here to highlight my tech of the year. This right here is the Asus RT AX86U. It's a long name, but it's worth saying it. It is a very powerful router, replacing my previous router, which was slow as heck. And that's really it. I hope all of you have a wonderful Christmas, happy holidays, and happy New Year.
My favorite piece of tech in 2022 has been the Sony WH-1000 XM5s, which is the headphones I'm wearing right now. They sound amazing. They feel super good. They're not heavy, unlike the AirPods Max. I just absolutely love these things. They sound great. Great noise cancellation, great transparency mode. Even the touch controls on the sides are really, really cool. I mean, I've tried a lot of different tech this year, and I must say, these things are just so good. I just love them. Thank you, Taylor, for having me on, and I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas.
So my favorite piece of tech from this year is a tough one, okay? That's a very tough thing for me to ask myself, because when I ask myself what my favorite piece of tech of the year is, I also have to consider my least favorite piece of tech. And in a lot of ways, the Ray-Ban Stories are my favorite piece of tech from this year. They are, they're fast to connect to your devices. They automatically connect when you turn them on. You can listen to music through them, podcasts, you can take phone calls, photos, videos. I even filmed a whole vlog on these things, but these things weren't actually released this year. My favorite piece of tech that was launched this year is the Mac Studio. Either that or AirPods Pro 2. Now hold on. I know these are both Apple products. However, when you look at what they offer, like the Mac Studio is a professional desktop. It serves the professional market that was severely, neglected in the last few years. And then the AirPods Pro 2, they're a wonderful upgrade from the original AirPods Pro and the Pro Gen 1.5 technically with the MagSafe case. Wonderful piece of tech, and I love everything it offers. But in a lot of ways, it's just a bit weird how, yeah, the AirPods, when you break it down, apart from the Apple Watch charger, which is pretty cool, and the case that has the new lanyard fixture, which no one should use, and the speakers on the case and the noise cancellation, if that's all important too, and maybe battery life, then yeah, they're a pretty big deal. And in the grand scheme of AirPods upgrades, unless it's a Gen 3 AirPods, complete redesign, okay, we can talk. They're pretty cool. The Mac Studio, when paired with a Studio Display or Pro Display, is wonderful. You don't even need to pair with an Apple display, which is fantastic. It has all the I/O, it has the SD card slot. If the MacBook Pro was launched this year, I would have given it to the MacBook Pro, but it wasn't released this year. And that's why this is getting the way it does. My least favorite piece of tech this year? Ooh, tough one. I think my least favorite piece of tech this year might be the M2 MacBook Air. And a lot of people are going to kill me for that, saying that, but like I said before, apart from the new design, and this is a problem, the chip inside this thing, it's not capable of running everything that I could possibly need in my workflow. I mean, I'm currently using a Dell Latitude 5410 10th gen processor inside this thing. It works wonderfully for editing, and I don't necessarily need macOS for my daily workflow now. I edit the podcast and I edit these videos all on this laptop. It has, you know, all the I/O you could possibly need. A professional laptop. But that's why the M2 MacBook Air was just not my favorite. It didn't have the I/O I wanted. It should have had Type-C on either side. Get rid of the headphone jack for all I care. But it should have had 3 Type-C ports. It should have had a better matte color, because my god, that thing scratched so much. But that's really the reason that it got my worst product of the year award. Thanks.
Hello everyone, this is the Tech Unravel, and my favorite product of the year has to be the Steam Deck. This device is a dream come true for me. I love gaming, but most of all I love handheld gaming. And with this small device you can play most of your PC games on the go. It supports so many games that I didn't even expect to play, like the re-release of The Witcher 3, Red Dead Redemption 2, Spider-Man Remastered, and so many more. You can install games from Steam, from Epic Games, from Rockstar, from EA. It may require a bit of work, but trust me, it is worth it. And most of all, you can hook this up to a monitor, even install Windows on it, and you can turn this into a full-fledged PC. I mean, the sky is the limit. I just can't get bored with this device. And the fact that you can order one now and it will be in your hands in a week or two, and for the price that Valve asked for this one, this is a must-have device for me. So that was my favorite product of the year. Thank you bro for having me in this video, and here's for a great 2023.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Direct Tech, and first of all let me just say, Taylor, thank you for having me on your channel. It's always a pleasure. Now, my device of the year has got to be the 13 Pro Max. I know you're all probably shocked now that I've chosen a device which is not even current gen, but let me explain why. Because of the all-round value it represents, being a very strong Apple flagship, the fact it's still very current a year on later, that it's going to get lots of support, fantastic video, photography, app quality, and it's a great entry point into the Apple ecosystem at $700 to $800 or pounds. I think it is incredible value for money, guys. So that is my device of the year. Again, Taylor, thank you for having me on, and I look forward to being on here again next year, hopefully.
What's up guys, Michael here from Michael's Tech Talk. Big thanks Taylor for asking me to come on here for this collaboration. Massively appreciate you reaching out to me, mate. And yeah, let's get into it. My favourite tech that I bought this year in 2022 has to be my Apple Watch Ultra. Now, it is the first piece of tech for me this year which I have really found has been levels above what I previously had. I upgraded from a Series 4 Apple Watch, so for me it's leaps and bounds above what I had. That great battery life, the fantastic display, the titanium body, man, it is just awesome. I absolutely love it. It's my favourite piece of tech that I bought this year. Followed closely by my AirPods Pro Gen 2s. man alive, they are so good. But the Apple Watch Ultra is the one that pips it for me. Big thanks, Taylor, for having me on. Appreciate it, buddy. And everybody watching, I hope you guys have a great Christmas and have a happy new year. And I'll catch you in 2023.
Hey everyone, Barry Johnson here. My friend Taylor of TA Tech reached out to me to ask a question. What is my favorite tech of the year? Although I initially had multiple answers, it came down to the Vivo X80 Pro. This phone changed the way I view smartphone photography, and it changed the direction of my channel. I'm happy to report that I have actually purchased the Vivo X90 Pro Plus, and I will be showing this off next year.
Hey everyone, I'm Parker. I'm here to say my favorite tech that came out this year. And for me, I would have to choose Google's Pixel 7 Pro. Now, obviously, you probably know this, it's not a very high-spec phone compared to something like the Apple's iPhone 14 Pro Max or Samsung's Galaxy S22 Ultra. But the capabilities that the Tensor G2 chip has, even though it's not that great of a chip, what it can do is amazing. For example, like the Recorder app and dictation, it's really good. It's really accurate. It nails adding periods and commas for you. It's able to figure out pauses, like the commas and periods. You don't have to, like on most phones, you have to say period, comma, but it can detect how long you wait for and figure out if it should be a period or a comma. And with December's Pixel update drop, now it has speaker labels, so you can have, it organized by who says things, and it's okay. The speaker labels are okay. But yeah, it's a really powerful phone in terms of the capabilities it can do. The AI and the image processing that the camera does is amazing. That's why the Pixels are the camera king, technically. Although, really, the sensors aren't much great. So, any other camera, if you're not shooting on, if you actually edit the picture or go into some modes and, actually, try and take a good picture, then, well, the Pixel is going to get beaten. But if you just pull out your phone and take a picture, the Pixel is probably going to do the best. So that is why I chose the Google Pixel 7 Pro as my tech product of the year.
Thank you to TA Tech for inviting me to this. Now, in terms of my favorite tech of 2022, it really comes down to one device, and that's the iPhone 14 Pro Max. I love this phone. It has incredible battery life. I love the space black finish. I love the cameras and the video especially. That's very useful for me because I do record B-roll with this. Also, I love the display on it. So yeah, it's basically the perfect iPhone for my use.
What's going on? Brian McDuff here, aka BMac and TA Tech. Thank you so much for reaching out, asking me what my favorite tech of 2022 has been. For me, I'm gonna have to go with the Steam Deck. I waited a very long time to get one of these babies in my hand. I think I actually waited about a year from the time I placed my pre-order to when it actually shipped and arrived, and I've been gaming on it ever since. I think it has a nearly perfect design for mobile gaming. It's immensely powerful, and I think it's still very underrated from a cloud gaming perspective. So since this is the product I've been using the most in the last half of 2022 and what I was expecting and hoping for the most in the first half of 2022, this without doubt has to be my favorite piece of tech in 2022.
Hey Mr. Smartwatch, Gonçalo Ocean here, and my favorite tech of 2022 has to be the Oppo Find N2 Flip. This was one of the Oppo's new foldable smartphones, and it comes with a crease that isn't notable at all from any angles. The light reflections doesn't show the crease, and it has a wider, bigger, larger cover screen. So yeah, I love this phone a lot, and I hope it comes to global markets, including Portugal and in the US, and it sold well, so Oppo can launch the Oppo Find N2 globally as well. Thank you so much again. Have a nice Christmas, everybody, and a happy new year.
Ooh, my favorite tech of the year. 2022 has been a fun year, but I gotta tell you, my favorite tech for this year has been both the Pixel 6 Pro and the Pixel 7 Pro. Why do I say that? I've been using the Pixel 6 Pro from October last year until the end of November of this year, so well over a year. At the end of November this year, I picked up the Pixel 7 Pro. And just like Google told you, there have been some really awesome refinements between the 7 Pro and the previous 6 Pro. I find the Pixel 6 Pro and the 7 Pro both to be snappy, well responsive, amazing haptics, and of course that gorgeous camera in both those devices. I use the devices for my day-to-day work and my day-to-day personal life and everything I do. Probably about 90% of what I do online in terms of my business and my different projects. And I find the devices reliable, and I would totally recommend them to anybody. That being said, if you can get your hands on a Pixel 6 Pro and save yourself maybe some dollars here from going to the Pixel 7 Pro, do that. But you'll be obviously in very good hands whether you pick the 6 Pro or the 7 Pro. So as I said, the Pixel 6 Pro was a complete workhorse and I loved using it over the last year, but I have recently upgraded to the 7 Pro. So that right there are going to be my tech of the year for 2022, both the Pixel 6 Pro and the Pixel 7 Pro. Thanks for having me on.
Again, thank you so much for everybody who joined this collaboration. It was amazing. I will have links to every single product that these guests have talked about today and every one of these people's YouTube channels and social media pages. With that being said, guys, we hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let us know your favorite tech product of the year in the comment section down below. We'll see you guys in the next one.